Good morning, everyone. Morning. We are live. Number 260 of Talking Dogs and answering questions. Good morning. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. YouTube lately has been acting. The connection has been a little weird. Gotten some negative feedback. So if YouTube is still acting up, feel free to head over to Instagram, head over to Facebook, and let's talk. Let's conversate. You guys can join too. If you all are interested, you can join the conversation one on one. I can now get anybody to join, and we can have a one-on conversation or consultation if you like too, for free, obviously. And then everyone would be you, which is good because people need to hear others are dealing with similarities. There's a lot of carryover, or there's a lot of similarities between families and their challenges with their dogs. So, yeah, if you'd like that, all you'd have to do is say something. We would be able to add you to the conversation. All right. So it is Wednesday, January 28th, 9:00 a.m. in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I don't have much, guys. Today I have one German Shepherd that I'm training. I sent my other three. If been following, we had Tango, the Husky German Shepherd, and then we had, who else did we have? Moose, which was like the Border Collie mix, and then had the Australian Shepherd. All three of them. Well, two of the three bit their resident child in the face, and then one of them Moose bites strangers, snips strange coming through the door. So we can talk about that because that's a pretty important one, guys. Do not let your dog, okay. I'm gonna give two different answers, but both are valid, and I'm a little bit more grace on one answer. So I'll start with the more. I would start with the one that I would really put a lot of emphasis on safety. Okay, if you have a dog that's barking from inside the home at things outside the door, outside your home, just like dogs walking by your home, UPS man, and doesn't matter what it is. If you have a dog that is very protective or territorial, then I would say that dog does not need to be greeting people when you walk inside the home. That's probably the number one thing that really leaves the door open for aggression and acting out, being overly territorial. And most people want to have their feel like doing, and but we have to ask ourselves if what they are doing is actually healthy for them long term. And so I think it's best, again, if you have a dog overly territorial, and that doesn't even include a dog's aggressive bite. But if you have a dog who's overly territorial and barking, thing, it's patrolling the neighborhood, then what you want to do when people come over is put the dog away for the benefit of the dog and the benefit of your guest. There's plenty of people that allow their dog to obnoxiously greet people walk through the door. And not only is it, again, annoying to the people coming into the door, they may be just nice to say so, but you are allowing your dog to become too controlling of humans. And dogs, in order to really become an asset to the community and your family, they need to have a certain level of respect for other humans. But if they are entitled to sleep with you in the bed, on the couch, and entitled to bark everywhere they go, then they don't learn a respect for humans. Healthy respect for humans look like calmly greeting, no jumping, obviously no barking, and obviously no biting. And so sometimes we put these dogs into those scenarios too soon. For example, dog that is young will know that they have a big issue or challenge controlling their impulse. They're very impulsive. Now, if you take that very impulsive dog, especially a dog that comes from any sort of breed as a job, like your shepherds and your hounds and your terriers, and they're energetic, you're not doing right by them by putting them in a scenario where strangers perceived strangers from their perspective come in on their territory and then act surprised when they do something bad, after allowing them to act overly territorial. The best thing to do is put your dog away in that circumstance, because again, your dog doesn't need to have a sense of entitlement that it can act as if it has the freedom, the rules, and the need of a human. It's not a human. It is not on the same level as a child. It's not on the same level as an adult. It's a dog. It's an animal. It's a predatory animal. And predatory animals can become territorial. So it's just important that we know that, and we can make decisions based on that. And I would say, if you have a German Shepherd, know that these dogs were bred for a very long time to not be companions outside of their inner circle. So you can't but question, why are we putting dogs in these situations with little to no education or guidance? So basically, you have a dog who is predisposed to protect. You want to put the protector away. German Shepherds are circle type dogs. Don't try and make them to become a lab or a golden retriever. Golden retrievers and labs are meant to be social companions, and there's some of them, but some breeds are just not meant to have access to all of that, given who they are. There's a reason why every single month I have German Shepherd. It's the number one breed that I train, and it is because people don't understand the German Shepherd the way it should. I'm not saying that every German Shepherd can't do what companion breeds do. But what I am saying is that most of the time, don't be surprised if, when trying to get them or thinking that they are like a golden retriever or a lab, don't be surprised when do German Shepherd things. Don't be surprised. Don't call me and say, well, as a pup, he would just kind of shy away from strangers. As a pup, the people say that there was no aggression. Yeah, but the fear is there. And then don't be surprised when people call me and say, well, right around when he got 10 months, he started to bark, lunge, nip, bite. Yeah, because without knowledge of what with that dog and without proper guidance, German Shepherd's just doing German things. It is impulsive, impulsively assertive. It wit to a point where they know that their look will make people hesitant. They can pick up on that so quickly. Let me tell you, German Shepherds are probably the number one breed that reads and is able to pick up every single subtle hesitance of a person, and then they capitalize on it, whether you know it or not. I mean, I'm talking when I am standing in front of a German Shepherd, they're looking right at me. And if I just move shoulders or hip back slightly, I'm talking about, to regular human, you wouldn't even be able to pick up on it. But the shepherd is so ready to move forward and to go. They pick up on every little movement. They almost know your thoughts. So what I'm trying to say is you have to be able to be experienced German Shepherds. I mean, it's coming to the point where if you're going to own a German Shepherd, you should be required to take some sort of certification class. Otherwise, these can turn into they can really become a very, very stressful situation for a family. They'll take over gladly. And it's just German Shepherds, but nature is it's nature to take space where space taken until something or someone or somebody says nope, you can't take the space, and that boundary depends on the dog. The boundary, the respect of the boundary depends on the dog. For example, jumping. Not a lot of dogs that won't jump. If there's no, let's just say you've never taught a dog how to not. There's not a lot of dogs that take that opportunity to jump. But you want to know what it means? It means they learn something about you if they are allowed to jump on you. They learn that they can push you physically, and you you do something for them as a reaction. You pay attention to them. You give them a massage. You might be with them. But when they jump on you, they're learning information about you. Like when I mean, listen, I've walked into homes where dogs try and jump on me, but dogs will even herd you. They'll try and cut you off. They'll lean on you. They won't let you move. Like that's hurting, but all these little things are trying to figure you out. You guys just think you don't, because you don't know, and you don't them, and that's fair enough. But even if a dog is leaning on you, not just because it might not even be because they like you. It might just be they want a butt massage. And sure, the dogs who really enjoy it. But then again, are figuring you out whether it's friendly or not. That's why when I walk into a house and a dog greets me, I either totally ignore them or I stare them down. And I don't move my eye contact before they do. They're the ones are going to do this. See that? Again. That's what I'm looking for. Now, a dog who's intent on being dominant over you, or dog intent or doesn't care, respect humans, look at you. And the first one eye contact is the loser. Does this sound ridiculous to anyone? Try it. Go try it. Try it with a person, or try it with a dog. Even it works on people too. But try it with a dog that you don't, or a dog that you do. Try it with a dog that you know is aggressive or toy aggressive, and then that toy is right there in front of you. Look in the eye. And you stare at them till they look away. Now, if the dog doesn't respect humans or respect you, you will get stared down with the same intent. And the dog will be thinking, you're going to back away. Not going to back away. However, if a dog is a little bit nervous and unsure, and you look them in the eye, they'll nervous. They might kind of slowly back away. But it's a test that every dog should go through because it's important information. There are answers on the internet that suggest you shouldn't look a dog in the eye. That is horse. Once again, a priority should be to teach dogs to respect humans. This is how we ensure no children get bit in the face. This is how we ensure your friends, your family can come over and enjoy the dog. But when I put the food down, and when dogs want to eat their, I have to claim it first. It's my food. Have it if you're respectful. Again, low level way of teaching and obtaining respect. I put the food down. Don't go after it. Until I back away. It requires stoicism from you to get those results. It requires yourself to be centered, not too excited. But stoic. You'll be amazed you can do it, dogs, if you can control your emotions. All right, that was a long little rant, but super important that you guys know how to get respect from your dog. Number one, make sure nobody is make sure that humans can respect. Okay. All right, so check this out. I got a white German Shepherd. All right. German Shepherds are different. They really are. They are awesome. I have not met a white German Shepherd I have not fell in love with. They are incredible. Stoic. They're different. They're calm. I haven't met one that I haven't liked. I'm trying to tell. I remember the first calm dog that I was able to walk as a young boy was a white German. It was an incredible experience. I was in elementary school, and I was able to walk this dog. My parents made me walk this dog through the neighborhood by myself. It was huge, and it was walking leash. It was old, obviously, but it was just. I don't even know whose dog it was. I wish I could ask parents. But it was a really cool experience. I still have a very vivid image in my mind. And holding the leash, walking the dog, thinking, this is cool. I have never had a bad experience with a white German Shepherd. They are different. They are calm. And this young one I have now is the same. He is just so cool and calm. He looks at you though very intently, just like that German Shepherd. I mean, he'll sit literally and look at like, and you're thinking, all right, what are you thinking? No, but he's been fantastic. I would keep this dog, I think. I usually tell the owners that it takes a couple of days for the dog to start showing its colors, but I don't know. I'll see that. I think the owners have a lot going on in the house with two other dogs that are. One of them's not as obnoxious, but the little dog that they have is obnoxious. So I'm wondering if that has a lot to do the influence of stuff like. But man, yeah, this dog's just cool. It's all like he just looks like snow. He's like a snow German Shepherd, a snow shepherd. Anyway, those of you who are, if you have any questions, free to ask. You can also join the podcast if you like. be cool. If you would like some sort of consultation, we can talk all about your dog. Don't be embarrassed, because there's plenty of people probably having the same issue. Not probably, they are, and it would just be helping out everyone. So, if you one-on-one consultation with me, there's ways that I can add you to the podcast. Yeah. Most of my clients they're having dogs that just are all the time. I am around that, and just I'm like, crate, the dog in the crate, man. Like, wow, put the dog away. It shouldn't be out all the time, harassing you about food, harassing you about attention, harassing you about play, and all while being in your bed, all while barking, all while on leash, all while not coming with called, and then that dog has got to be comfortable in the crate. You should properly crate train your dog, no matter what their age is. Especially, again, if he's barking and being obnoxious, jumping and all that. You want to have your older dog just be able to be educated on how and what he or she is going to see or could see. The best situation is when people can enjoy your dog too, and be, wow, you did a really, really good job with your dog. I love your dog. And you know how many people will be positively impacted if you had with your dog. Good dog can really change someone's mood like that. We know this. You guys know this. It's fantastic. It's probably one of the best things about having so, yeah. Make sure you're advocating for their needs, not their wants. There's a difference. You should learn them. Oh, still got that Lhasa Apso, and he is doing really well. He is a unit. He is definitely a dominant little dog. So, gonna go to an experienced owner. That'd be good. Yeah, he likes to take space, but fine. He's little. He'll be fine as long as it doesn't spoil him. He won't bite. As long as not spoiled. You try and take over as long as he knows his place. So we're gonna get him adopted, and when we can find him a good home. He's young. He's only 10, 11 months. He's young. He's got a lot of life ahead of him. Oh, if you know anybody who's a good dog owner, an experienced dog owner, and they're looking for a dog, send them my way. Hey, little small dog. He's cute. Send him away. All right. All right, guys. Hey, those of you who are watching, ask me some questions, guys. I need some questions. Don't be shy. I promise I won't be. I'll be nice. I ain't gonna be mean. Now some dogs are boring calm. Some dogs are bred very calm. You know, some breeders do a good job of really selecting who are giving their puppies to. Some breeders are very careful with who they give their dogs to. If you're interested in getting a dog breeder and the breeder doesn't ask you about your life or your experience with dogs and your current situation with dogs, let's have another dog or in the home. If they're not poking prodding about that, then you probably want to move on to the next breeder. They're not doing right by the dog, just only considering that if you have enough money for their puppy. Also, a good breeder question would be, what kind of dog are you looking for? Are you looking for a hyper or a more assertive dog, or are you looking for a reserved dog, or somewhere in the middle? What kind of dog are you looking for? Plus, once they kind of screen you, they'll know who to give you within the litter. They know those personality. They know the parent's personality. So good breeders really screen their clients, while also allowing you to screen them. They're not quick to accept your money. They're asking good questions because they care about their dogs and who their dogs go to. So it's yeah. And also rescues too. Rescues need to do a good job of making sure people are matched with the dog they have. A lot of times, rescue dogs can be evaluated better and be placed in a home that gives that dog a chance of staying there as opposed to being returned. There's a lot of returns. There's a lot of people that call me. I got a dog from a rescue, even the Humane Society, and all of a sudden this dog acting a fool. Now, the rescue and the Humane Society start to blame the environment that they're in, it's a red flag for me. It's a red flag. Some dogs should not be, or not every person can handle every single kind of dog. Some people don't want to handle tough dogs, and I don't blame them. I'm not one of the trainers that think every dog can get to the same level. You gotta consider really what people want. Some people are okay with having sort of training project, and so they'll accept tough dog, and that's great, fantastic. You know, some people are interested in learning about dog training, and what better way to learn than to adopt you a tough dog. But some people, families, they don't need that. They're really looking for a companion. They don't need to. They don't need a tough dog. So empathize with people. Don't just say. You know, so many people are so quick to judge when people want to return the dog or rehome the dog. You have no idea what they're going through with that dog. Now, some people are crappy about it, I'm sure. But I think I got more faith in people. There's a lot of people who call me. They are absolutely devastated at the thought of having to give up their dog or put their dog down. Devastated. because they love this. They don't know what to. So hey, prompter. Okay, Lori, what you got for me? All right. Sully likes to look for frozen turds while outside in the yard himself. Would you recommend e-collar with no warning? I'm inside watching him do that. Yeah, you try that. It's tough. I just try and pick up poop as best I can, but it's cold, so I get it. I get it. Yeah. Struggle is real. Certainly. All right, y'all. Those who are watching, we are live on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Those of you who just joined, free to ask a question. Dog behavior here. We are live. This is number 260. So that means YouTube, we have 260 of these. And I've decided to really dedicate myself back to doing it because it helps one person, and that's all that matters. I don't care about anything else. It helps one person. Again, some people call me, man, and they are freaking stressed out. Stressed out to the max. This is our lives. This dog has us held hostage. This is what I hear often. And at the end of the phone conversation with me, I really put their mind at ease, whether they decide money with me or not. It's not my goal. My goal is to educate first. I don't really hold information because I want someone to buy my stuff. I want people to not live like that. I don't want the dog to live like that. I want to tell people it's okay. Help them realize it's you have best of both worlds. There is light in the tunnel. There are some dogs though that do need training. They need time. They need to be spent. They need to spend time with someone who knows how to evaluate all their decisions and throw out the bad ones or throw out the ones that lead to bad ones and allow them to do and continue to do the good ones. That's what it's about. It's about balance. And to stand and to create new boundaries that will alleviate a lot of stress, obligatory stress based on different stimuli of the environment. So for example, plenty of dogs, when they see another dog, it really stresses them out. When they see another human, it really stresses them out. You name it, doesn't matter what it is. And I want to take that away. I want to take that stress away from them. I want them to see a dog, cat, squirrel, human, baby, bike, motorcycle, car, truck, and I'm to just go, whatever. Let's keep walking. How cool is that? That's a cool walk. That's a peaceful walk. That's optimized enjoyment. Some people don't like walking their dogs because of that. And now the dog has a bunch of pent up energy in your house. And that leads to more destructive behavior, doesn't it? So we gotta give owners the ability to exercise their so for the dog and for the owner. But they can't be worried about if they see a dog or they see a human or they whatever. squirrel, maybe pulling their arms off, and especially when you're in the icy conditions, y'all. You know, I had this old lady with a young German Shepherd, and and with a harness, walking dog with a harness. And I've had stories where people have fell and had to be hospitalized, not because the dog did it on purpose. The owner has no control over the dog walking. Was trying the dog some exercise, and the dog seen another dog and took off. There's plenty of videos online on YouTube that are examples of this. So I give dogs, I allow them to just exist in this world and not be so impulsive. Very healthy. Very productive forces too, because that means more dogs are being exercised, which leads to behavior right from the get-go. You cannot have a dog full of energy and not be able to exercise them. Destruction is going to take place because it's going out. Energy is going to come. We need to be able to give them positive outlet to do so. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, y'all. I don't know if I got anything for y'all. Next few weeks, I won't be having dogs, but I'll still get on and answer some questions. I want to be able to share some video with you guys so that you guys can learn while I talk. You know? So, all right. Happy Hump Day. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Stay warm.